Hey guys, what's up? It's Byron Aranje, and today we're going to be doing a little bit different video. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's a how to install, and today it's going to be how to install the Odyssey keychain chain. But also, if you don't have an Odyssey keychain, then it's okay, because most chains are going to have a similar process to this. The only difference would be after you broke this new chain, whatever chain you may have, you will just have to leave the pin sticking out. I'll show you later, and then you'll have to just put it back in with a chain breaker. But you still have to break even the Odyssey keychain with a chain breaker, which I did not know because I'm an idiot. And I realized later when I watched the review, and I was like, oh, I should probably get a chain breaker. So I went ahead and just got the Odyssey chain breaker just to make things easier, since it's an Odyssey chain. And I also have some Odyssey bar ends here, but I don't know if I'll have time to put those in. It's getting kind of dark. Oh, one more quick thing I was going to say. This chain breaker here, the Odyssey chain breaker, you can get for about 15 bucks. I got this 15 bucks out of like BMX.com or something like that. And then for the keychain, I found different prices on it. I think I got mine for around $35 plus shipping, looking at about like close to $50 or $40. It's kind of hard to find any cheaper than that, but usually you're looking at about that range if you want to get this chain. I do recommend this chain because a lot of people say it lasts a very long time, and those are people who ride their bikes incredibly more hard than I do. They trash their bikes and actually do tricks that are noteworthy, unlike myself. And as you can see in the picture here, there are 3 master links that have hexagons on them, or Allen wrench fittings, and that's why I have Allen wrenches over here for this install, because you can actually detach your chain at any time with the Allen wrench on this chain, which is what makes it nice. Because if you ever have to, for some reason, take your chain off, or you want to clean it, something like that, easy, you just take an Allen wrench, take it out. So that's why I kind of got it as well, and because of the strength rating that many people have claimed that it has. So let's get back to the chain, actually installing that thing. But we're gonna try to put this in right now, and I'm gonna take off my old chain, show you how to do that, and show you how to kind of size things up and change your own chain. So let's get into it. So the thing with this chain, I actually do want to keep it. It's an old KMC chain that I've been using, and it works fine. You know, I would prefer to have it as a backup chain if I ever need it. So I'm going to break it and make sure I don't entirely break it, because if you break a chain and push the pin that's in these links all the way through, then you're not going to have a chain anymore. Basically, it's very hard to fix, I believe. I've never had to fix it myself, but I hear that. And so yeah, I'm going to try not to do that. Basically, you want to put it right to the edge to where it doesn't go all the way out. Here, I'll show you. You want to take your chain breaker, put it around one of these, anywhere you want, really. I mean, actually, yeah, some chains have a master link. You could usually pop it there, but I don't think this chain has one. So basically, you just pick some spot, pop one of these things, I don't know what it's called, through there, and without going past this last side over here, like going past this last piece of metal, because if you go past this, it's gonna pop out. So you want to just like have it sticking out, so this part right here, this inner part of this other link, can get shoved away. So I'm gonna do that right now. And also, the way a chain breaker works is, you see these 3 grooves right here. Basically, this middle groove over on the left, or this plate over here that comes up on the left, you want to just basically hook it into like the chain as if it were like a sprocket. So you just put it under the chain, and then find wherever you want to break it, put it in the chain, so it's actually in there right now, like I said, as if it were a sprocket. Then on the other side of the chain breaker, you have this bolt. You turn that and tighten it up until it's nice and snug, and then you would proceed to slowly push the pin out, as we're gonna do right now. I'm now pushing this pin out as I tighten this. It's gonna be pretty hard to turn, but it's gonna slowly push that pin through the chain. And like I said, on the other side, you just want it to hang out just enough so you can just unlink the chain without pushing it all the way through. It's kind of hard to know. You just kind of have to go slow and take the chain breaker off every once in a while. Make sure you're not too far, because it's hard to tell with the bolt on the other side, you know. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So as you can see that pin sticking out. It's kind of hard to focus on. Yeah, there we go. That pin sticking out. I'm pretty close to there. I just probably need to go a little farther so that this plate right here, it stays in, with the black plate on the inner part, it comes out so I can unlink it. So just a little farther and it should come out. So I actually just ended up taking my chain off the sprocket because it was so hard with my rim in the way. You can do that. I just hate taking off my peg, so I didn't want to, but it does make it a lot easier. See, as you can see now, if I can focus, I'm pretty far out and it's starting to get really loose. You can actually like see the crack between there. I just need to go a little more so I can get this link to come out of here without going past that metal plate like I was talking about. So I'm gonna just tighten a little more and see if I can get it to come out. All right, I want a good amount more. Let's see if I can get it off now. Yep, I got it off. I had to put the phone down, but I just basically like kind of pulled this metal plate over here on this one away a little bit and just pulled this part right here, the inner part, if I can focus. Pulled this inner part just right out away from it, and I got it, and it's still in there like that. So the good thing about that is if I ever need to reconnect it, it's already in the hole ready to go. Otherwise it's hard to get back in there, and then I can just pop it right back in, use this chain another time. So now I'm gonna start putting the new chain, or sizing the new chain. So my hands are black as crap, but that's okay. If you have a chain that you're taking off like I am doing, then the good thing is you don't really have to do too much with chain sizing. You just straight up put your chain next to the other chain, laid out. Let me unzoom. Laid out on the ground, straight in a line, and find out where you need to break your new chain. So that's pretty simple. But if this is your new chain though, like you don't have a chain on your bike, then you're gonna have to put it around the wheel and the sprocket and find out where it needs to be. And you want to put your wheel where you would normally have your wheel, like put it you know, where you would normally ride it, especially if you have brakes. Make sure it's in the right spot and the right tightness, so you might want to just know that beforehand. The other thing, this keychain comes with these little parts. These are some extra master links, and then this little part right here, this little silver one, is in the middle, is actually a adapter for your chain breaker. So you put that on over the tip of your chain breaker, and then this sticks out, so it actually shoves in the pin better. Otherwise, I've heard if you don't use that, it can seriously be hard to get your pins out, and they'll get stuck in the middle of the chain. So definitely use the adapter that comes with it, even if it looks pretty similar to the chain breaker you have. Here's the Odyssey keychain. Comes like this. There's a little booklet in there of how to install too. We don't need that. That's why I'm making this video. This is pre-greased, which is nice. Just make sure you know. And yeah, it looks nice. So let's start showing you how to get it on. Like I said before, this is your new chain. Put your wheel in the right spot. Mine is not in the right spot, so don't think this is where my chain's going. It's not. I'm gonna copy my other chain to make it easier. But you would just put it on, like I said, with your wheel in the normal spot. Pull the tension nice and tight. Mine's not great, but you would pull it nice and tight. Find out where this is gonna line up. See, these are the 3 last master links with the hexagon in them, or the Allen key. I don't know why I always say hexagon. Anyway, so then you would try to line up and find out which one's gonna work to go into the other one. Now make sure, like this half link right here is an outside, so wherever you break this, you have to make sure you have an inside sticking out so it can go inside this outer rim. If it's an inside that you're breaking, like over here or something like that, this would be an inside. Then you have to make sure the top one is an outside, so it'll go around the other side of the chain. That's pretty common to know, but just making sure you guys kind of know that, because chains go in and out, in and out, in and out, and that's how they work. So you want to make sure you're not putting two outside pieces on top of each other, because it's not going to work. They're not going to go together. So you would size up where you need it. In this case, I would actually, this is an inside right here, and this is an outside piece down here. So I would actually, when it's tight, hold on, see, that's the inside piece, it ends there, and this is an outside half link coming out of here, and that would work right there. So I would just break it right here, and I would count from the other end of the chain that's long on that side to where I want to break it over here. Remember that spot, break it, then connect it. But for me, I don't have to do that, so I just lay these out on the ground, tip to tip, make sure it's nice and straight as you can get it, then line them up, see where they come in. Like right here is where I'm going to need to break my chain. Oh, right there is where I'm going to need to break my chain. And this is an outside link. So basically, if you come to this dilemma with this wet method, if I have an outside over here, as you can tell, kind of, it's getting dark, but as you can tell, that's an outside. If I broke that, it'd be an outside. And over here, I have an outside as well, so I can't connect the two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull this past to half a link out, because that's just a half link. And I'm gonna probably have to get rid of the half link. And so now I'm at a outside over here, and over here, as you can see, I'm now on an inside right there. So it'll work now. What I'll have to do is I'll just have to break it here, and then on this side I will just have to take the Allen wrench out of this master pin right here and take this half link off, and I could use it later if I needed to adjust different sizes on a different bike or whatever. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I slid my little silver adapter there over the top of my pin for the chain breaker, and then I'm going to just break this really quick. I'm going to pull it all the way through because I do not need the pin, so you can just push it all the way through. Alright, so I got that off, and that's the rest of the chain. Here's the pin. I got my thing out, my adapter, then this little ring, which you're going to need that later, but we got this broken, so we're going to just go ahead and put this on our bike. Alright, it's getting pretty dang dark now, but it's okay. We will continue. What I was gonna say is that I forgot to break this little half link off to make it so the inside can go inside this outside, because this is another outside. I can't do that, so I'm just gonna show you how simple these Odyssey keychains are when I take this one off. Alright, so I got the Allen wrench in there. It's a 3mm, if you're wondering, and I'm just gonna take this out really quick. Alright, so take that one off. That one's out. Pull it out. Maybe. There we go. Alright. So I got that one out. Now I'm going to connect it to this side. Now when I connect it to this side, you're going to need the little circle thing in the middle out of the opposite side. So I mean out of this side. So the side without the master link, you get that circle that fell out of the middle, that little bearing, I don't know what they call it, but that little circle, you want to make sure that's in the middle of this one, and then put the other one around the outside and rinse through it. So let me grab that. I'm just talking about this little thing. Make sure you got that from that side. Put that in the middle. Put this around it. And then you're good to go. You put your Little guy right back in there. Your little master link. Alright, I got it through there. Just tighten it up. Make sure it's nice and snug. Make sure all these little pins, little Allen pins are snug, because you don't want them to come loose. Your chain will fall apart. And I've heard some people, specifically Spencer Forsman, who swears by this chain, he says he just tightens his up every like month or so. You don't have to do it that often. He said sometimes he goes a little farther than that, but at least every like 3 months or something, kind of like giving your bike an oil change, or whenever you clean it or whatever, just give them a little tighten, just so that your chain doesn't fall apart and it keeps it running nice and smooth. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put my wheel back on. That's better.
My name's Odyssey Q-Chain. I'm freaking awesome, man. You should totally buy me, because I'm a freaking quality product. And you make it look real cool on your bike. And I'm really easy to take off and convenient for all your, BMX purposes or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, give it a buy. Come on, man, get the chain breaker too while you're at it. This video is not sponsored by Odyssey BMX, but come on, man, look at me.
Alright, now to clean up this mess. Woo, I forgot how messy putting on chains is. Oh wait, this is my first time, but it looks good. Yeah, I just wanted to do this video so you guys knew how easy it was. This is literally my first time, oh gosh, ever putting on a chain. It really wasn't that hard. I'm gonna do a year update from now and let you guys know if it's even still running or how good it's doing a year from now. So look out for that video here in advance. But if you want to watch any of my other videos, I have another how-to on how to install the Thunderbolt cranks and a bottom bracket, so check that out. And I'm gonna do some more installs and reviews of Odyssey products and other bike products I use on my bike, and maybe even other bikes in the future. So if you want to see more of those, let me know what you'd like me to review or install. Being completely honest though, like, that was so easy to put on. I literally thought I was gonna be here for a while when it started getting dark, but literally that probably took me only, I don't know, I'd say 30 minutes, and that's because I didn't know what I was doing half the time. I had to like stop, make sure I was doing it right. I broke part of my chain breaker because I didn't put it in the right slot. Do it the way I told you and everything will work out. And it's easy to install, so that's a plus. Just want to let you guys know that this is my honest opinion, and this is from a first time chain installer, so you can kind of trust that somewhat. Anyway, yeah, another thing I was going to tell you guys is if you get like tons of crap on your hands, like I had tons of grease on my hands, it's usually going to happen with the chain. You got black stuff all over your hands. If you don't know how to wash that off for some reason, get some of this at an Auto Zone or Advanced Auto Parts, any of those kind of stores. It's called Fast Orange. It's really good. It's a hand cleaner, and it basically just cleans like oil or anything that's kind of like basically oily or greasy off your hands. Like I just used it and my hands are like perfectly clean. You just kind of rub it in your hands and then wash it off with water, and I just take a rag and dry my hands off, and it works great. And then you can, you know, touch your bike without worrying about getting the grips all black, or getting your truck or car without worrying about getting it on your seats or something like that. Just want to let you guys know. And like I said before, these are the Odyssey plastic bar ends. I got them because if any of you guys run the Colt Vans grips, I think they're by ODI now, but I mean Colt still sponsors them as well. They're made by Colt, ODI though I think now, but Colt, never mind. Anyway, these bar ends that they have on there, those ones, they get wrecked super fast. Like they feel good and thick when you get them, and then I'd say like a week after riding, if you ride a decent amount, they're just shredded apart. And a lot of times if you see my bike, I just have floppy grips hanging off the end because my bar ends wear out so fast. And I saw a video about these and I was like, oh man, those look nice. And they're really hard plastic, and they have an Allen bolt in there, so you can just screw them in and it'll tighten inside the bar. So I'm going to put those in really quick, and I'm going to also fill you guys in on how long they last. When I do my geared chain video, I'll update you on the bar ends, because I probably won't be using new ones by then. Yeah, the best way I've found is usually just taking a screwdriver, jamming it in between the bar and the rubber, and just getting as far as you can and prying out. Sometimes I can get it with like a wrench on the tip or something like that, and sometimes I can even like stick a knife in there and get it out, but I don't know, this seems to work pretty good.
Sometimes they don't come out too good. What you do for that is you just come in a different angle. That's all you gotta do. Just stick it in different angle, jam it in there real good. Try that, boys. There it is. Maybe stick it in one more time. Sometimes you gotta get that last little pry out, you know what I'm saying? Get it in there and pull it out. There it goes. That's how you get your crap bar ends out, boy.
This a good bar end opposed to bad bar end, as you can see clearly here by the wear and tear compared to considered to this one. This one looks considerably better. That's why I'm gonna put it on here. Ooh, fits in like a glove. Now we gotta find the appropriate Allen wrench to coincide with the grip Allen on the bolt. Whatever. Good thing I got a whole slew of my Allen wrenches here. Well, I can pick from any one. I'm guessing the 5. I'm willing to bet, boys. It's not a 5. It turns out it's probably a 4. It's a 4, boys. If you're wondering, it's a 4. Get your Allen wrench in there real nice and tight. Hold on to your grip band so it don't spin now. And just start tightening away. Before you know it, they being real good, boys. I'm not even sure how much to tighten. It just keep going. I don't know if it's supposed to get tight or something. Feel pretty good though. I'm gonna just leave it there for now because it feels pretty good. Now what we gonna do over here is we're gonna do the same exact thing. We'll put it in, get it lined up, start tightening, you know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you got a good grip band instead of a crap grip band, like we said earlier. Crap grip band, good grip band. I don't know why I keep saying grip band, because it's boring. It's a good bar end, not a grip band. Boys and Legend type boys ain't coming up for nothing. It's like a soft plastic tool, so no matter what you're leaning on, your truck, your car, your house, your kid, it ain't gonna hurt it. You may put a hole in your head, in your kid's head, if you drop it on them, but don't be dropping no bar ends on your kid's head. What's the matter with you? Just put it on there real nice, light, and it'll be real nice and smooth. Odyssey bar ends, get them, have them, love them. That's right.
I actually really do like the bar ends on here. They just look super sleek. They feel really smooth. They're nice. I'm gonna see how they last, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. But for now, they're looking pretty sleek.
Oh yeah, boys, we all kitted up now, ready to go.
Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.